Just taking a few moments just at the start of class, just coming away from your morning so far. And just begin to direct your attention inwards. Begin to notice your breath. Maybe take a long, slow, deep inhale through your nose. And then exhale through your nose as well. Try not to force the breath, but just allow it just to be. There's nothing to change here. Once your breath starts to smooth out, just start to notice your body, just how it feels this morning. Make any adjustments to your position, just to make yourself more comfortable. And allow your body just to soften towards the mat. Just relaxing through your head and your neck, along your shoulders and down your arms, through your spine to your hips, and your legs and your feet. And as your body starts to relax a little, just notice how you feel. Just allowing any thoughts that you might have just to come and go. So this week we're going to be practicing balance and concentration as well. So the very word hatha refers to balancing opposites. So ha, sometimes referred to as the sun, and tha, and the moon. Sometimes ha is feminine and tha is masculine. There's different interpretations of it, but they both mean two sides, and balancing that. These sides are what yoga really is all about. So what our practice is all about. So in this class, I invite you just to think about the balancing through your posture. So actually think about balancing it more than getting deeper into it. So just think more about how it feels and does it feel balanced. So we'll start to move a little bit. So you can maybe just start with the fingers and the toes first of all. And then maybe just draw your knees towards your chest. You can bring your hands on top of the knees just to hold there. And before we begin, just start to feel your back on the ground and feel that balance. So through your right and your left shoulder, your right and your left hip, try and feel the body is nice and balanced on the ground. And then keep your right knee towards your chest, and we'll extend the left leg along the ground. So we're going to use the left leg here just as kind of an anchor, if you like. You can spread your hands out to the sides. And as you inhale, we're going to move that right knee just over to the left a little bit. As you exhale, draw it back into the center. So still pressing down strongly through the back of your left leg. So you're not kind of twisting all the way over. And we're creating a little bit of resistance. So in order to work in a balanced position, we need a strong core. We need a strong center. We'll do one more of these on this side. So just starting to work through the center of your body. And then move back into the middle. We'll just draw both knees back in towards the center. So again, start to feel your back pressing down to the ground in an equal, balanced way. We'll keep your left knee in this time, extend your right leg along the ground. Again, press that right leg down towards the ground. So anchoring yourself. Release the hands, stretch them out beside your shoulders. And as you inhale, move that left knee over towards the right a little. And then draw it back into the center. So again, just keep that movement quite slow. So instead of kind of traditional core, Today, we're going to think more about midline energy. So we're going to think about drawing everything into the center and just see if that makes a difference. We'll do one more of these. And then gently just move yourself back in towards the middle. Again, maybe circle round now. So take your knees round in one direction, just loosening off through your hips and your spine a little. And then we'll change direction. So we'll move the other ways again, just gently circling round. Keep the breath flowing nice and deep. And then move back towards the centre. And when you're ready, again, we'll stretch the arms out a little bit and we'll lift one leg up just towards the ceiling and then lift the other leg up towards the ceiling. So when you're ready, on an inhale, we'll flex your right foot and lower your right foot towards the ground. And then as you exhale, lift your left foot back up again. So we'll change sides again on your inhale, just flex your foot. And you don't have to lower it all the way down and then lift back up again. So just taking your time and feel that your torso, your whole of your torso is kind of connected to the ground. So we're not lifting up anywhere. And if anything starts to lift up, specifically in the lower back, then don't go so low with the legs. And you can always bend your knees a little bit here if you feel that it's too much. But working nice and slowly, just warming up through the centre of the body. Well done. We'll just do a couple more of these. So again, press down through all of the torso, all of the back. Well done. And then slowly make your way back up. So we'll draw the knees towards your chest, take your hands again, maybe on top of the knees. And if you need to, just take a little side to side movement or a circle round. And then we'll take the hands just behind the back of your thighs. So we're going to roll up here. So again, roll back and forwards. And maybe just a couple of times just to ease out through the back. And then start to make your way up to sitting. So just take your time as you come up. And when you come up, we'll sit in Sukhasana. So if you would like to, you could sit on a block here. Try and lengthen through your spine. And try and relax the shoulders down your back. So again, feel centered, feel grounded, and feel balanced through your body. And then when you're ready, we're going to take the arms and lift them up. So we're going to spread them out just at your shoulders here. And I want you just to press the hands away. And again, start to feel that midline energy, so moving into the center. So although you're stretching the hands away, start to feel the arms moving back into the shoulders and everything moving back into the center. Okay, take one more deep inhale. And then when you're ready, we're going to round the shoulders. You can drop your chin down. And then as you exhale, we'll lift back up. So opening through your chest as you come back up, palms to the ceiling. So again, when you're ready, inhale, drop the shoulders, round in. And as you exhale, just lift back up. Good. We'll do that once more. So just warming up through the shoulders. And move back up. And then we'll take your right hand just behind you, left hand to that right knee, and just gently draw yourself round. So again, not in a kind of forcing way, but just a very gentle stretch through your spine, maybe turning through the head and the neck. Take one more deep inhale, slowly release that back towards the center. Reach your arms back out again. And this time we'll reach the arms up. So we're kind of creating a bit of a V shape. Spread your fingers. And again, feel everything, although it's moving out, that energy, feel it moving in towards your body as well. And then when you're ready, as you inhale here, we're going to bend the elbows and draw the shoulders together at the back. So you're kind of creating a bit of a W shape. And then reach back up, so straighten up into that V. So do that again, so pull in, pull the shoulder blades together at the back, and then reach and stretch all the way back up. Okay, we'll do that once more. So again, bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then stretch and reach all the way back up. Good. And then we'll release your left hand down and take your right hand round towards that knee. Again, very gently rotate round. So again, the hips don't move much, so it's kind of from your belly button through the mid back and the upper back and the neck that will move a little bit more. Okay, when you're ready, we'll make our way back into the centre. So just take your time. And we're going to move over to all fours. So just taking your time to come into that all fours position. So when you get there, spread your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We'll just do a few cat-cows just to loosen off through your spine. So on an inhale, just drop your belly, pulling the chest forwards. And then as you exhale, we'll just round back in, so pulling the belly in. So do that again, so drop your belly and pull forward through your chest. And then on the exhale, just rounding in. Let's do that a couple more times. And then just on your next inhale, we'll just move back into the centre. So coming into a more neutral position, but draw the belly in. So again, in order to work our midline energy in our core, we need to kind of knock ourselves off balance a little bit. So we're going to try and keep as balanced as we can. But on an inhale, we're going to extend through your right leg. So just extend your right leg behind you. And then as you exhale, lower that knee back down. So we'll change sides, again, extend through the other leg as you inhale. And then exhale, release down. If you want a little bit more, you're going to extend the opposite arm as you extend that leg behind you. And then bring the arm and the leg back down. So do that again, so exhale, just extend away. And lower back down. So try and keep yourself as centered as you can, so using that core, using the midline energy, and even when you're stretching your arm and leg away, feel the energy moving back into the center as you stretch it away. Again, as you stretch away, feel it moving back in. Well done. And we'll just do one more of these on either side. So take your time. Try and keep your hips as level as you can when you're working. Belly drawn in. And then release the hand and the knee back down. And we'll press the hips back. We're going to tuck the toes under here. And we're going to press to downward facing dog. So just push your hips up and back. And again, when you get there, maybe start to pedal out your feet a little bit. Make any movements that you feel that you'd like to. And then maybe when you get into that position where you're still, start to think about that midline energy again. So you're pushing up and out of your arms and you're pressing down to your heels, but it's all kind of making its way back into the center of your body. Well done. We'll take one more deep inhale and then we'll lift your heels up, look towards your hands, and you can take a slow walk up the feet towards the hands, maybe unplugging the hands as you come up, and have your feet about hip distance apart here. And then as you inhale, we'll lengthen forwards. And then on the exhale, just folding back in towards your legs. On the inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. And maybe just close your eyes down just for a moment and just notice the energy, so moving up through your feet. And it moving back into your body again. And you can keep your eyes closed here if you'd like. But we're going to have our feet hip distance. You're going to stretch the arms out to the sides. Spread your fingers again. And again, just start to feel that as you're pressing and reaching out, not just through your fingers, but you're lifting up through the crown of your head, you're pushing down through your feet, that the energy is moving out, but also drawing back into the center of your body. So it's not a one-way street, it's kind of going both ways. And it's that energy that's moving back in that we want to try and cultivate and use for our balance. Well done. Okay, when you're ready, slowly bring your palms towards your heart again. So keeping your feet hip distance or maybe draw them together. As you inhale, reaching up with your arms. And on the exhale, folding forwards towards your legs. On the inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, we'll just step back with your right leg. So we're going to lower your back knee towards the ground here. So we'll just lower it down. You can tuck and untuck your toes. You can slide that right leg back a little bit. And then on an inhale, we'll reach up with the arms. So just coming in for Anjaneyasana. It's just our low lunge. But again, think about reaching up. Think about balance in the posture. So we're not leaning forwards or back, but our weight is centered. The strength is centered. And soften when you can. Okay, take one more deep inhale. We'll release both hands now down towards your mat. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to straighten the front leg a little bit. So you could have your hands on blocks here. You can move your hands back a little bit and you can straighten that front leg a little bit. So you don't have to fully straighten it, we're just stretching through the hamstring. You might also want to stretch that left leg a little bit further away, but again, just work where you can, where it feels best. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale, and if you've walked that foot forwards, then bring it back in. And this time we'll tuck the toes on the back leg and lift through your knee. So either stay here or come in for a twist, so right hand to the ground, left arm reaches. Again, reaching up through your fingertips, try and draw everything towards this midline of your body. Okay, take one more deep inhale, release both hands down towards the ground, and then we'll just step up to the top here. So bend your back leg, step up towards the top of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen, and then on the exhale, just folding back in. On the inhale, reach up, and on the exhale, hands meet the heart. Okay, we'll do the other side. So inhale, reaching with your arms. Exhale, folding forward, so bending the knees a lot as you come down. As you inhale, lengthen forwards. And then on the exhale, we'll step back with your left leg this time. So we are going to lower the knee down. So we'll lower it down. You might want to slide it back a little bit. Think about pulling the belly in. And then again, either keep your hands down or maybe reach up with the arms. You can even take your hands to your front thigh if that feels better. Maybe take your wrist back a little bit and lift your belly. Again, think about the balance in the posture. So the weight in your front foot is the same as the weight in that back leg. Okay, take one more deep inhale. And then again, we'll release the hands down towards the ground. So either on blocks here or just with your hands on the ground, start to slide back a little bit. So you're just really straightening the front leg just a little. You don't have to fully straighten it, just to stretch through that hamstring. If you did want to, you could slide forwards a little bit through that front leg. But again, it's early days. You might not want to do that. But draw the belly and lift everything. Okay, take one more deep inhale. Again, if you take that leg forward, bring it back in line. And then tuck the toes on your back leg and lift your back knee. Well done. And then from there, coming in for that twist, so left hand down, right arm reaches. And you can even take that right hand onto that front knee. You don't have to lift it up as such. If you have it lifted, then stretch through it. Feel that energy moving out and drawing back in. Well done, one more deep inhale. We'll release both hands back down towards the mat and we'll step to the top again. So bending in your back leg, step up towards the top. As you inhale, lengthen forwards. And then on the exhale, just fold in, back in. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. And again, just start to feel that balance through your body. So particularly in Tadasana, we have a real sense of balance. And we're going to try and use that as we move into other postures. So keeping that maybe feet hip distance for the next one, we'll come in for Utkatasana. So we're going to bend the knees, reach the arms forward and up. Again, keep that sense of balance that you have in Tadasana. The weight moves slightly back towards your heels and the tailbone tucks under. So try not to kind of arch the back too far back, but pull it under. Good. Now take another deep inhale and we're going to reach back now with the hands. So we're bringing the chest down a little bit. Reach back. And then move back up again into that chair. So do that again. So inhale, reaching back. And then reach back up again. Excellent. We'll do that one more time. So just reaching back. And then move back up. Take another inhale and then exhale, just folding forwards now towards your legs. On the inhale here, lengthen forwards. And then on the exhale, we're going to step back with your right leg. Now this time we're coming to high lunge, but you could stay here with the hands on the ground. You could even lower your back knee if that feels better. But on an inhale, reaching up with your arms. So again, if it doesn't feel right, then always keep the hands down. Bend the back leg a little. And again, feel that energy so it moves out and it draws back down and in. Okay, from here, we'll take one more deep inhale. We'll bring your palms towards your heart. You're going to step up to the top. And if you can, keep your knee lifted as you step up. You do not have to. So as you come up, we lift the knee. We'll lower the knee down. Go back into that chair. To sit back into and fold forwards again. So we'll do the other side. So on the inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, we'll step back with the left leg. So again, either keep your foot on your knee on the ground, or your hands on the ground, or pull your belly in and come up. So shoulders back a little bit, so we're in line with everything. We're balanced. We're drawing the inner thighs in and lifting through the low belly. Okay, take one more deep inhale. We'll bring the palms towards your heart. And again, this is optional, stepping up with the knee, but if you can, that balance to lift the knee up. Place the foot down. So we'll do that again. So inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms. Exhale, folding forwards towards your legs. Good, as you inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll step back with your right leg. So stay here or reach up with your arms. Good, bring the palms together in front of your heart. And then step your back knee up. So lift through that back leg. Good, place it down and go back to chair. So inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms. Exhale, fold forwards towards your legs. On the inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, step back with your left leg. Good, inhale, reach up with the arms. Excellent. Exhale, bring the palms to your heart. Step up with that knee and release it down. Okay, we'll do that once more on either side. So inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms. Exhale, folding forwards towards your legs. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, step back with your right leg. So stay here, or as you inhale, reaching up with the arms. Good, palms towards your heart. And step up towards the top on your exhale. Release the knee down. Okay, do that again. So inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, step back. Either stay here or reach up with your arms. On the exhale, draw the palms, lift your knee, and release the foot back down. And again, maybe close your eyes down. So balanced postures help us to concentrate the mind. So when we hold a balanced posture, the mind has to work really hard in order to maintain it. So it helps us to get rid of all of these thoughts that are kind of floating about in our minds. So we'll release the hands and open the eyes. We're going to come in and do tree as our balanced posture today. So, you can do any variation that you would like to. And use a wall if you need to, just go against the wall. So we'll stand on your right leg, first of all. And we're going to, again, use the center of your body. So use your core. Maybe bring your left foot so that it just comes towards the ankle of that right leg. Maybe move up towards the inner part of your calf, or draw the foot up towards the inner thigh, just wherever it feels best to you. And you can start just with your palms together just in front of your heart. And you can stay with that, with the hands here. If you'd like to maybe reach the arms up, so maybe quite wide with the arms, so like we did before with that kind of V shape. And focus on something. So focus on something that's unmoving, to a drishti or a gaze, just to keep that sense of balance. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. We'll release the hands first, so maybe towards your chest if they're not already there. And then slowly just releasing the leg. So maybe bring it to a knee lift first, and then feet together. Maybe close your eyes down. Just begin to notice what happens now. Well, so where does your mind go now? How does your body feel now? Okay, we'll change sides. So maybe stand with your feet a little bit apart just to get that balance in your body first. Spread your toes a lot on the left leg and then bring your right heel in. So either towards the ankle, up towards the leg a little bit. Avoid the knees. You don't want to put pressure on your knee, or maybe use your hand and draw the leg up, but just where it feels best for you. So palms towards your heart. Maybe reaching the arms up quite narrow this time, so you could have your palms together and then reach up with the palms still together. Relax the shoulders. Okay, one more deep inhale. Release your hands. Maybe lift the knee up again if that feels okay. And then release the leg back down. Again, maybe take a moment to bring the feet together. Maybe keep them apart, but still feel that sense of balance. Okay, when you're ready, we'll release the hands and we'll open the eyes. Well done. We're going to come in and do some standing postures. We do have one more balance in our standing posture, which is going to be Warrior 3. Again, if you don't want to do Warrior 3, you can stay in a high lunge, which is where we'll kind of start that balance sequence. So we'll start up towards the top. We'll do a little kind of variation on a sun salutation. If you need a block or anything, we'll be doing Trikonasana as well, so you might want to grab a block and keep it handy and just work where you can. So feet together or a little bit apart, lengthen through the legs, relax the shoulders and start to feel that midline energy. So the energy moving in towards the center of your body. Lift your low belly. Okay, when you're ready, we're coming into Utkatasana first. So inhale, just bend the knees, reaching forward with the arms. And then as you exhale, just folding forwards towards your legs. Okay, on the inhale, lengthen forwards. And then on the exhale, we'll step back both legs, first of all, just into a plank position. So you could lower your knees down here or bend the elbows. And then moving up and through to Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. And as you exhale, press back, Downward Facing Dog. Okay, when you get there, we're going to lift through your right leg. So we'll just lift the right leg softly up. And then we're going to step that right foot up towards the top. So just bringing it through. And we're coming to high lunge. So you're going to stay on the ball of your foot on your back leg. Spread your toes, draw your belly in. And then as you inhale, start to make your way up into that high lunge. Again, you can keep your hands on that front leg if you don't want to reach the arms up. But again, feel that you're reaching up, but it's also the energy is moving back in. Draw the inner thighs together, so feel quite balanced here. And then either stay here or draw the palms to your heart, and we're coming up to Warrior 3. So you could use something in front of you. So push through your big toe, pull your belly in and lift through your back leg. So again, we flex the foot on the back leg, so we want it kind of in line. Maybe keep your hands beside your heart, stretch them back, or even reach them forwards if that feels okay. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale, and we're just going to step back into that high lunge, so just feel your way back. And then when you get there, we'll turn through the heel of the back leg and move to warrior two. So adjust your feet if you need to, stretch your arms forward and back. Again, get that sense of reaching through fingertip to fingertip, drawing the energy towards the center, feeling balance through your front foot and the outer edge of your back foot. Okay, take one more deep inhale. When you're ready, we're going to turn your right toes just towards the front. You can straighten your leg as you do that if you'd like. And then we'll turn your left toes towards the back. Keep the legs straight. And we're going to move into Trikonasana. So if you pull back a lot through this right hip, and then lengthen forwards through your left arm, and then release the left arm down, just to where it will go. And this top hand, you can either keep it stretched up, or you could take it behind your back and use that just to pull your shoulder back a little bit. And again, use a block for your hand, have your hand on your shin. Think about lengthening. So you're lengthening through the sides of both sides of your waist. So we don't want to kind of collapse down here to get our hand further down, but think more about going forwards. And even if you stay up higher, it doesn't matter if that gives you more length and more space. Okay, take one more deep inhale. And then when you're ready, start to move back up. Good, when you're ready, turn the toes of that left foot forwards and turn the toes of your right foot up towards the top edge of your mat again. And rebend the legs. So coming back in to that warrior two position. Again, draw the shoulders back, draw the hips open, draw the belly in, and feel the sense of balance that you have. So rather than getting further into it, just feel, are you balanced in the middle? Well done. Okay, from there, we're going to straighten your front leg again. And we're coming in for Parsvottanasana, so you could release the hands, maybe step your back foot in a little bit, so you can turn the toes of your back leg towards the top edge of your mat. And again, if you need to hop it in more, hop it in more. Okay, from there, shoulders and hips forward, lengthen forward, so stretch your spine forward, and that might be enough. You could just keep your hands just on this front leg. If you want a little bit more, then move further down, maybe take your hands to blocks, so you can have blocks here and have them there, or maybe your hands go to the floor, but just wherever it feels right to you. But draw the belly in. Good, and again, feel that you're drawing everything into the center here. So both hips pull strongly towards the center, the inner thighs strongly towards the center. Okay, take one more deep inhale. We'll rebend now this front leg, the right leg. Turn on the toes of your back leg. And we're going to step back to plank. Now we're going to lower all the way to the ground here. So you could bend your knees or bend the elbows, lowering all the way down. Well done. When you get there, if you spread your toes, so maybe take your feet about hip distance, spread your toes so that all 10 toes kind of touch the ground, and then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Draw your elbows in. We're coming in for a little cobra practice here. So pubic bone down, belly button lifts. As you inhale, lift the chest, so pull it forwards and lift it up so the shoulders kind of drop down your back. And then on the exhale, just lower back down again. So do that again. So inhale, coming up, draw the shoulders, lift your chest. And as you exhale, release back down. You don't have to come up far. Do that once more. So inhale, moving up. And on the exhale, release back down. And maybe just bring your arms round. Just drop your head down. You can relax for a moment there. And the balance doesn't just refer to our body, it also refers to everything that we do. So, you know, everything is meant to be balanced in our lives and the way we conduct ourselves, the way we, even the things we eat, we want to be balanced with it. Okay, when you're ready, we'll move back up so you can bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Moving back up, you can either come up onto your knees and push back to down dog, or you could tuck your toes, push up to plank, and then press back, downward facing dog. So whatever suits you. And from there, we'll just move in and do the other side. So this time we'll lift up through your left leg. And then we'll step your left foot up towards the top of your mat. So just taking your time as you come up. So again, with the belly pulled in, we're going to move up to that high lunge. So make your way up, and you can use your hands on your leg if you want to. Reaching up. Again, reach the fingertips up, but feel that balanced midline energy moving back down as well. So belly drawn in. So again, feel free to stay here, or you could always move to a wall and use something else to get into warrior three. So hands to your heart, and then when you're ready, inhale, lift through the back leg, flex your foot, maybe start to straighten your front leg a little bit. Keep your hips as balanced as you can. So you want the hips to kind of be out of alignment. Flex your back foot, toes pointing down, and arms reaching where you want them to reach. So you can reach them back, you can reach them forwards. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so from there we're going to step back just into that high lunge. So just carefully step back. Good, you could reach the arms up if you want for a moment. And we're going to move to warrior two. So maybe palms to your heart, flatten out in the heel of your back leg, and then reach through your arms. So again, we're balanced through the front foot, through the back foot, our weight is centered. We're opening up through the chest, we're stretching through the fingers and feeling that midline energy moving back in. Well done, take one more deep inhale. Again, we'll straighten through your front leg this time, and then we'll turn the toes of the left foot forwards. And turn the toes of your right foot out towards the top again. So again, moving into Trikonasana, so pull back on your left hip, lengthen forwards through your right arm, and then take that down towards the ground. Wherever it will naturally reach, so rather than trying to force it, and again, feel this balance in your body, even in Trikonasana. Feel the midline energy, so reaching, using your core still, to stabilize. So we're pulling in, so don't let this back hip kind of go out, because that will get you further down, but you want it pulled in to the center. Good. Okay, take one more deep inhale here, and then start to pull your belly in to come back up again. Okay, we'll turn the toes of your right foot forwards, and the toes of your left foot up towards the short edge of your mat once more. And rebend the legs, so coming back in to that warrior two position. Again, maybe looking along your front hand. That's where our energy moves, is where we look. Okay, take one more deep inhale. And then from there, release your hands. Again, straighten your front leg a little. And then we're going to step your back foot in. So again, just maybe a few inches, not a lot, but turn the toes of your back leg so it's facing towards the front. Rotate your shoulders, rotate your hips. Lengthen forward, so lift your belly, lift your chest, and then lengthen. So again, you might just come to here and stay here. You might come down a bit further, you might grab blocks for your hands, but just where it feels right. And try not to kind of round in. Think more length. So the same with the forward folds that we do when we're sitting. And watch out for that left hip. So it tends to kind of drop out to the side, draw it in towards the middle of your body. Okay, take one more deep inhale. And then when you're ready, bend through your left leg. So hands to the ground, turn on the toes of your back leg, and step back to plank. So again, once more, we're lowering down to the ground. So you could bend your knees here, or just bend your elbows, lower yourself all the way down. When you get down, again, flatten out your feet, have a little rest again, so you can bring your hands in. So again, we're going to do a little bit of work here, just working through that midline energy and creating more energy there. So we're either going to, so if you have your feet hip distance apart, you could do legs only here. So pubic going down, belly button lifts, just lift through one leg. Try not to lift your hip, lower it back down. And then on the inhale, lift through your other hip leg and exhale to lower. If you want a little bit more, we're going to stretch the arms out in front. I'm going to do opposite arm to leg. So as you inhale, lift through, opposite arm to leg. On the exhale, release back down. So do that again. So inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Try not to move side to side here. So you're trying to keep yourself as centered as you can on your mat. And we're doing that by stretching through the arm and the leg and lifting up. And by using the core in the center of your body. Well done. We'll just do one more of these on either side. And then release yourself all the way back down. Bring your arms in front, drop your forehead down. Maybe move your hips a little bit. And then just when you're ready, we're going to start to make our way back up. So we'll have the hands under the shoulders again. You can tuck your toes under and push to plank, or you can just push up onto your knees now. And then walk the knees in. So we're going to come in, first of all, just to Virasana, which is hero pose. And we're going to do a one-legged variation of Virasana. So we're going to sit with your right leg bent, and we'll bring your left leg forwards. Now, as you do that, you might be able to kind of slide off so that the heel of your right leg is just on the outside of your right hip. If this doesn't feel right and it feels a bit dodgy on your knee, then I would just be having this right leg forwards so that you've got your foot flat on the ground. Okay, so just be cautious with it, work where it feels right to you. So rather than bending it back, if it feels dodgy on your knee, I wouldn't do it. If you have a strap, you might want to use your strap here. So from here, again, whether your foot is behind you or in front of you, it doesn't matter. Try and keep the legs so they're not kind of really splayed apart. So draw them in a little bit. Sit forward on your sit bones and then reach up with your arms. So we're moving forward today. So coming forward, so just to where it feels right. Maybe keep your left foot flexed. Maybe grab hold of your foot. Or if you have your strap, take it around the ball of your left foot and then use that to lengthen forward. But again, just wherever it feels right to you. Okay, take one more deep inhale here. And then slowly start to come back up. So just walk yourself back up. And then with your right leg, if you bring your right foot just in front of you, so it's coming in so it's forwards a little bit. And we're going to come in and do a little a variation kind of on a bind, but you don't have to do the bind part of it. So if you want to, the first part of it would be to take your right arm to the inside of your right leg. Try not to let the legs kind of drop out again. And you could just move forward and you could just kind of reach for that foot again. So very much like you did in Virasana. If you wanted to come in and try the bind, then the right arm moves forward. You'll probably need your left hand behind you to get a little bit of purchase, but you move it forward so your shoulder goes in front of it, and then that right hand goes behind you. And then your left hand goes behind you, and you try and grab hold of your fingertips. But again, just work where you can, where it feels best to you. So either just reaching forwards, and you can use your left hand behind you just to give yourself a little bit of purchase forwards as well. Or try the wrap. Okay, one more deep inhale. We'll release that. So if you've got the bind, release the bind, come back up. Release both legs in front, and we'll give them a little shake off. So we'll come in and do the other side. So you're either keep your right foot flexed and bring your left leg in. So you just have your left foot on the ground, or come into that half Virasana. So take it behind you. Again, the left heel is just beside the left hip a little bit. Sit forwards onto your sit bones. Reach with your arms and come forwards. Or grab hold of your strap again and use your strap to gently draw yourself forward. So it's a really good stretch for the quadricep muscle, the front of your thigh, as well as being a really good stretch for the hamstring, the back of the right thigh. So it's, you know, it does a lot. But if you don't like it, you can always have your feet flat on the floor. Okay, when you're ready, we'll slowly start to come back up. So release your strap if you've got it. And then we'll bend. So we'll bring that left leg in forward, bend it so your foot's flat on the floor. So again, you've got a couple of options. You can just take your left hand that comes to the inside of that left leg and just reaches forward. And you can always use your right hand on the ground behind you just to push yourself forward a little bit. Or use your strap again, just coming forward with your strap. If you're coming in for the bind, then I sometimes use my right hand on that leg so you can pull the foot closer, because sometimes it kind of goes all stiff to get round first. So you reach forward, then take it behind you. Then take your right hand and try and reach for your fingers. So you're kind of grasping hold. And it's a forward fold as well, so you're folding forward. Some people do it as a side stretch, but today it's a forward fold. Well done. Excellent. So releasing what you've got, whatever that happens to be, release your legs and give them a little shake off. Well done. Okay, from here, we're going to make our way down onto your mat now. So just take your time coming down. Maybe bring your feet towards your bottom and then slowly release back down. I'm going to come in and we're going to do a little variation on bridge. And again, it's the same principles that we've been using of trying to work that midline energy. So we're going to knock ourselves off balance in our bridge to try and to encourage the muscles to work a little bit harder. So again, you could just do a normal bridge here and just come up and hold it with your block or without it if you don't want to do the movements. But we'll take a deep breath in first of all. As you breathe out, we'll lift the hips up and just move up to the top part of your bridge. So maybe walk your shoulders under, whatever feels right to you. Try and engage through the inner thighs and really pull them together. So you can stay here just holding this bridge position. If you want a little bit more, as you breathe out, we're just going to lift one leg up. As you breathe in, we're going to lower it back down. So we're going to change legs. So breathing out, lift the other leg up. Breathing in, lower it back down. Again, if it's too much, then you're just going to stay and hold your bridge. Do that again. So breathing out, lift the leg up. Breathing in, lower it back down. Excellent. We'll do this a couple more times. So just work at your own pace. Make sure your hips stay high and you're trying to keep that evenness, that balance through the shoulders, the balance through your hips. Do one more. Well done. And then from there, We'll slowly make our way back down. So just take your time as you lower back down. And we're going to come back up. We're going to do one more bridge. This time we're just going to be holding our bridge as we come up. So please feel free to use a block. So feet hip distance. As you breathe out, lift your hips and start to lift your back up. So again, just to wherever it feels right. Maybe take your shoulders underneath your back if you're up there and clasp your hands. But work through the inner thighs. So draw the inner thighs in, lift the belly. Okay, take one more deep inhale. And then again, we'll start to move down. So if you've got hold of your hands, maybe unclasp them. Slowly lower yourself all the way back down. Maybe take your knees or your feet wide and your knees dropping in, if that helps to release tension there. And then again, if you do have a block, we're going to do legs up the wall here. So you could take your block, place your block underneath your hips, and then lift both legs up. Again, maybe spread your hands out. If you don't have a block, you can do the same thing. If you have a wall, you could place your feet on the wall. And if you want to come in for a variation or any variation on shoulder balance, then you can, so halasana or whatever, then please feel free to do that. You don't have to. It's nice just to keep your legs up, then just keep them up. Okay, when you're ready, we'll slowly start to lower back down. So wherever you are, just start to make your way back down. So bring your feet back down flat onto the floor. Remove your block if you've got one. And we'll come in and we'll just do a little recline twist here as well. So if you have your feet about hip distance, and then as you breathe out, we'll just lower both legs over towards the left side. Maybe spread your arms out, maybe look along the opposite hand. And again, any variation that you feel makes it better for you, then do it. And then when you're ready, bring your legs back towards the middle, and we'll just change and go the other way. So just put the knees the other way. When you're ready, slowly bring yourself back towards the centre. And if you want to draw your knees to your chest for a moment, you can. Just maybe take little circles or whatever feels right. And then just when you're ready, we're going to start to get ready for Shavasana. So if you do want to put socks or jumpers or anything on that's going to keep you warm, then do that. And just take your time coming back in. Maybe start to breathe deeply. So just inhaling through your nose. Maybe hold it for a moment. And then exhale slowly. Just allowing your breath just to flow deeply and easily. Try not to change anything. Your body knows how much breath it needs. Continue to breathe deeply. Bring your attention to the sensations of your breath and the gentle rhythm it's creating within you. Letting it be just as it is. Each inhale and exhale announcing the next. And then expand your awareness to the sensations of your body. It's lying long and straight with dignity and balance. Bring your attention to the surface beneath you and the support that it provides. Root your body into its strength and become aware of your connection to it. Complete, whole, and in this moment, you're grounded by its unwavering resolve. As you lie here, visualize a grand mountain whose peaks pierce smoky clouds and continue upward where the air is clear and the view is endless. A mountain with slopes that are jagged and gentle, supported by a vast foundation rooted deep in the bedrock of the earth. This mountain is a monument to all that is solid, grand, unmoving, and beautiful. Picture the mountain. Maybe there are trees. Perhaps a snow blanket covers its lofty heights. Perhaps waterfalls are cascading into an open sky. However it is, let it be as it is, a perfect creation of your imagination. Be this mountain and share in its stillness, grounded in your posture, your head its skyward peak, supported by the rest of your form, granting you an awe-inspiring perspective of the landscape before you, behind you, and about you, which flows from your centre into the distant horizon. Be this mountain. Take on its stability as your own, from the top of your crown, down your neck, and into the balance of your shoulders, like cliffs, descending into your arms and forearms, and coming to rest in the valley of your hands. Be the mountain, your feet, legs, and hips its base, solid and rooted beneath you, a foundation extending up your spine and abdomen, a core of stability. The rhythm of your breath is all that moves you. A living mountain, alive and aware, yet unwavering in inner stillness, completely what you are, beyond words and thought, a centered, grounded, unmovable presence. When you're ready, we're going to take a deep inhale through your nose and then just sigh it out your mouth. So we'll do that again, so just deeply inhaling and then just let it go. And then just start to move a little bit through your fingers and your toes, your arms and legs. Maybe take your arms and stretch them over your head, so you're stretching from your hands to your feet. And just start to bring your arms back over and maybe bend your knees if you'd like. So with the feet either on the floor or the knees towards the chest, then just move a little bit, just side to side. If you do want to roll over onto your side now, you can do that also. And then just when you're ready, we'll start to make our way up to sitting. So just taking your time, maybe keep your eyes closed as you come up. And just finding a comfortable seat when you're ready. Okay, we'll bring the palms together in front of your heart, just leaving a little gap, just to signify an openness in your heart. So thank you so much for coming along practicing with me this morning. I hope you enjoyed our balance and concentration practice that we did. Namaste. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Any questions at all, just ask, otherwise I'll...
No. Thank you, Gillian.
You're very